And with this, you can actually, you don't have to, go for the face checks with the Rafaela because you can just keep on spamming that first skill. It doesn't really take a lot of mana, and you can just keep on spamming it. In terms of just slowing them down, just get the stacks onto the side of Execration, and it will really help you. The stun is there. It's a good way to control the Hellcurt because you don't really have to hit him, or you don't really have to put your body somewhere near the Hellcurt to just be effective. And at this point, if Rafaela is gonna do real good, then that means Hellcurt will be forced to go for the Rafaela. Then that means the other heroes here can be free in terms of just roaming around.
Yes, yes, I agree. I mean, roaming around itself. But I have to take it back because the Claude looks going to be almost the same what Cignal Ultra did. It's actually on the Avarice, and it's been used by Benny QT. So meaning to say that the Hellcurt will be the one to do the jungle and will be the one to take lead on the early to mid game for the side of Execration. Now, I guess Cignal Ultra, they are actually forced to make something happen specifically on early game of this match, because if this gets dragged onto the late game, I guess the Claude could be able to withstand the damage, or rather the sustained effect coming from the Rafaela. And I guess even Chujin, or rather, the 1-1 could be able to burst down from there.
Yep, and let me give you a bit of a backstory here, Rob. First team, the first seed on Group A is Execration.
Yes.
Fourth seed is Cignal Ultra.
Yes.
But now we're seeing them at 2-2. It's a best of one now. If you lose, you go out of the tournament. So that means, does it even matter? Does your placing in the regular season even matter at this point? Because when your fourth place on Group B doesn't have trouble into taking it to a game 2 or a game 5 just because they know what they're doing, they're capable of doing it, what does that spell out for the remaining matches that we have in the MPL?
And like what you've said, this might be our first upset, and we're not setting this in on stone right now. Execration could definitely pull it off right now, but Cignal Ultra just being able to force this game to going into game 5, I guess it's already a win. Like what Butter said, this is a 4th seed versus at the top seed, and in terms of points, it's 10 points. That's just like winning 4 series in a row, getting that lead. And like we said, your points, your place on the regular season somehow doesn't matter going into the playoffs, because this is a different story.
Yeah, Hate here showing that alter ego sticker. Tujin getting hit by that Sagitnu first skill. Doesn't really matter. He starts it fast. He wants to go for that clear as fast as possible here for 1-1, and he wants to take those last hits. He knows that he gets extra gold for that. And for these marksmen, you would want to go for the last hits.
Yes, I agree. And what's something different Execration did right now is that they are not placing the Claude onto the gold lane. They're really actually making him going into the experience lane, probably to get his ultimate faster and have the Uranus, his item, quicker. So they could be able to attack, or at least be a nuisance on the top lane and cut lanes for the side of Execration.
As long as they can they can stop Execration from getting the farm that Hate needs, or the pickups that Hate needs in the early stages of the game. Hades forced out to use that flicker. Hades here with a chrono dash. Will he get out? This could be a kill for Chaknu if he just goes for it. But knowing that no, Hades really needed the backup, he just gets away with it. And right now, Etomax gets popped, and that is going to be the Rafaela. The next target here, Chakno going in with the wheel, and that is a support for a support.
Yes, at least they did manage to get a kill. What a timing that Chaknu was just right there. But now they've been spotting it that orange buff has not been taken down by Cignal Ultra, and that might be the case for Execration for contention. And I really like how Execration is doing it for their Claude, putting him onto the bottom lane regardless of what lane it is. And Cignal, with the Cyclone Eye rolling in, will they be able to cancel this orange buff for the Harriet? But he's actually too deep in this one.
And this is the fight happening. Zaman Force will be placed. They go for Cignal first. Cignal will go down as Baksha doesn't really have enough tankiness at early stages of the game. Tomax doesn't have the feathered airstrike. He uses that wings by wings to scare people off, but he didn't really have that feathered airstrike.
Ooh!
And they go straight for the Rafaela and Hate here. Things are looking great for this guy.
Yes, for Execration indeed. And this is gonna happen time and time again. I mean, we've said that this lineup for Cignal Ultra is set to win the early game. And that's not what's happening for them right now. It's because the aggression coming from Execration is just giving the Cignal Ultra a hard time. Even Hades here. Will he? Oh my god!
Hades, he didn't really use the retribution because he knows that something is happening onto the bottom lane and the turtle has been slain. He should have just used it. And they punish Hellkurt for this, but here comes cavalry. Cignal here getting that kill. Will he make it too? Zaman Force will be thrown out to zone out people. Mlbb gets taken down 3 times already in a span of 4 minutes. Well, almost 4 minutes.
Definitely, and we've seen Hades use his Zaman Force and not try to go in because the purple buff has already been there. And he actually knows it's going to be a losing battle if he actually fight it off. And looks like Execration has a very commanding lead here on game number 5.
And needs to cover a lot of ground here for what happened in that certain set of that certain sequence that happened here on their lineup. Hades catching out Sagitnu. He really wanted to go for it, but the Zaman Force be thrown out. It won't be forced out because Bensanity, he knew that they couldn't really jump on Uranus there.
Yes, still Hades holding it on, but Sagitnu being very confident going in with Hades there, and Cignal still doing what he does best, zoning out Cignal Ultra and spotting up all the vision and giving it to Execration. Now, it looks like, well, it's 2,000 lead for Execration, but still, the question is, Benny Cutie is left here untouched. Well, both of them together with the Esmeralda, but I guess Execration will take it anytime, any day. That feathered airstrike will just melt Bensanity around, and together with Mlbb, it's gonna be Hades left here with the Zaman Force just to get out here onto the middle lane. Will he be able to defend this one? I guess not, because Execration will be taking it down, and look at Uranus onto the top lane. He's just cutting it out for Shujin. Doesn't even matter because this 1-1 doesn't have damage at all here on the early game.
And Execration here doing a great job. They're getting the wins that they need. In terms of the early game, they want to finish this early, even though they have this Benny Cutie Claude. I mean, at this point, when you're controlling it, you have a lot of options to just control the game. And Bensanity here catches Etomax. Etomax has something in mind. He doesn't go down. Bensanity here is the next target. They scratch that turret first, then they go straight for Mlbb. Hate didn't really have anything at that point. He didn't even have Petrify, and he will just get away.
Yes, oh my god, this Rafaela is not doing what it's meant to do here for Cignal Ultra. Basically, he's just not really dragging down, but he's actually not doing anything at this point.
And if you can see, Rob, I think the damage output really, the first 2 picks on the damage output here onto the side of Cignal Ultra, the Esmeralda and the Harriet, it really hurt them in terms of the itemization here of Cignal. And they get that pick off on that Farsa, step in the right direction. Let us see, will they go for the chase?
Yes, they actually went inside the bush, Butters, but it's looked like Execration just going out, getting that Cyclone Eye, and just call it for another day. But, ladies and gentlemen, Benny Cutie here, left untouched and be able to bring down here, but going in, together with Hate, going in for the Esmeralda. Will they be able to pull it off? They're not going to be killing
Oh.
it right now. And here comes the Cignal Ultra Squad.
Benny Hate getting caught out. He doesn't have the blink. But Benny Cutie has damage. He goes straight for Ben Sanity. He wants to fight this. And Chakno,
Whoa!
the Chak block, ladies and gentlemen.
That he's actually been zoning out 3 members of Cignal Ultra. Benny Cutie still alive for that engagement and might take another turret here for Cignal Ultra. Oh my god. Cignal Ultra is slowly crumbling onto game number 5. Barely touching any towers for Execration. So does the Turtle. This might be another one for in the bag for Execration.
And they throw out that stun. And look at this. Chujin, they get blocked. The enemies get blocked from reaching Chujin, but Benny Cutie here onto the sidelines. Crossbow of Tang is there. The marksmen going at it with their ultimates. And here is the collapse. Rhea here trying his best, ladies and gentlemen, to stop the bleeding, but they couldn't really get anything. Hate right now feeling very confident with the TPs, the recalls, everything in between. And Execration, they look to end this game right here, right now.
Yes, and they could be able to do it. So, with the 7,000 lead, with the Gillette instant replay, hashtag shave the day. Look at how Execration did manage to chase down Cignal Ultra. Look at that. With the sustained kind of lineup of Cignal, it's not enough. Even the glow of Tang, that's even a lot of damage from there. And now it's up for Cignal Ultra to hold it on and try to have their 1-1 to somehow get more items to be able to scale down or at least chip down the armors coming from Execration, and they're been very, very tanky at this point. So does Chaknu and Sagitno been able to soak up a lot of damage what is Cignal Ultra been throwing at them.
Okay, so now Rob, for the side of Cignal Ultra, they have to stall the game.
They do.
They need the late game in order for them to win this game. For Execration, just keep doing what you're doing right now. Because what you're doing right now is really working for your side. But in terms of scaling, even with the Claude right there up your sleeve, you have the Esmeralda on your side. You have that Harith on your side. So in terms of getting the late game, it's possible for you guys to turn the script, to turn the tables on the side of Execration.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you, Butters. Cignal Ultra still has it, but it's gonna be a high hill to climb right now. It's gonna be more than like a 5 or 10 minute hold, and probably they might give it this first Lord since they're still not a Luminous Lord. They not be able to contend this one, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. They've been very confident, not even having the Claude to take down this first Lord for the side of Cignal Ultra. Now, what's gonna be happening? What is gonna be the perfect scenario for Cignal Ultra, guys? Is that Hate might not be able to burst out anyone from Cignal, or he might actually get picked up and leave Benny Cutie on as the damage dealer for Execration. But tanky wise, oh my god.
Okay.
Sagitno
uses the Purify. And they can, okay, Cignal Ultra, they're doing the right thing right now. They are just turtling. And one thing that you can do to stop the bleeding coming out here from your side is to just stay together and try to push back the minions. Just try to punish them when they go in.
Yes.
Ben Sanity here, he has a lot of his sleeves. He needs to make the most out of this. And Hate going in, he tries to go for the Deadly Poison Stinger. Benny Cutie dealing so much damage. And they don't have their ultimates anymore.
Okay, yes, they don't have their ultimate, but they don't have their tower as well onto the mid lane. But still, Execration still trying to push it out. And
oh my goodness, Eto Max!
That damage from the Feathered Airstrike, just one pop, almost half HP.
Chakno
is way too deep into the base of Cignal Ultra, but it's all worth it. Because another turret down for Cignal Ultra, but
Sagitno going down. Will he go down? Oh,
Willis,
look at
there's
the-
one more witness.
Oh!
Oh!
Crossbow of Tang! Crossbow of Tang! It doesn't really make the cut. It does. Oh! He takes down 1-1. Ben Sanity. Well, not Ben Sanity, but Benny Cutie clearing up shop. And Hades here trying to defend the turrets. They go back onto the defensive. They tried to punish them at that point on. I like the risk taking that Cignal Ultra is doing here, but Execration, they look cool, calm, and collected. And look at this. Execration, calmado.
Calmado. They might actually had the calmado calmness of Cignal Ultra right now as they
Oh,
are
Hades.
chipping away.
Oh!
Someone forced to kill Hades, but was that gonna be enough? That's gonna be the question because they're
And
going
here
in.
comes the push. Can Cignal Ultra pull them back? Benny Cutie here, crossbow of Tang.
Oh!
Benny Cutie will go down, and this might be something. This seems so familiar, ladies and gentlemen.
They are still in the game. They're not giving it away so easily for Execration. Cignal Ultra still alive. 13 minutes in. Chojin still don't want it. And going in, they might actually
Oh,
pull it off.
Sagitno,
Purify
Sagitno,
was used.
Purify. Chujin here really wants to fight.
Oh, Butters. Look at Rhea. Might actually jump here with a Falling Star Moon.
And they get it. Chujin going in for Etomax. Etomax here getting hit by the crossbow of Tang. He really wants blood.
Oh.
Chujin going in. Is this the right thing to do though? You are chased down by two of the side laners. Well, that is one side lane and one tank.
comes
I'm
Hades.
sorry about that. But Rhea doesn't really care. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Execration. They cannot close out this game.
They cannot be able to close. They really need to have the Lord. They already took down all the objectives aside from the base, definitely. But they need to wait it out. They don't want to rush this one. They already had this game. You wouldn't want to be the one to lose this, getting this very, very much ahead. Now, Chujin showing off, giving life for the team. And now Execration do know that, and they might want to punish Chujin and get him, or at least remove him from the equation on team fights.
Chaknu just doing the Chaknu things. The Chak block. As people say it, Etomax here. He's the first one to go down. This is a 4v5 situation. Sagitnu getting chased down by Chujin. And Bensanity making the plays. Execration right now. They really have to make the most out of this. They're losing touch of the game.
Yes, I mean, that feathered airstrike was very risky. I mean, using your ultimate into the middle of the Lord Pit, that was just asking for, I mean, that was a suicide, to be honest. Just asking for Cignal Ultra, kill me and take me now.
And look at this, Chakno on the other side of the map, and they are just going for this guy. Benny Cutie there using the Blazing Duet, and the Hades will just go down. Hades here, next target. Crossbow of Tang is there, and that is going to be the knock-up. Chujin here, will he go down? Yes, he will, in just a bit. And look at this, who gets it? That's Benny Cutie.
Oh.
Benny Cutie gets the Lord, and look at this, Sagitno going straight in
He
for
might-
the base. Will they stop this right here, right now? Will they end this?
Oh!
Could they end this? Yes, they will! Execration!